Hedera HBAR is quietly making moves, and today we're going to be breaking down where it could go in 2026. From dark horse to breakout contender, we're going to cover what HBAR actually is, how the network works, key catalysts, and bear, base, and bull targets for 2026. Let's go. First of all, welcome back, guys. Welcome to the channel. We're your spot for crypto news, so please subscribe, hit like, and hope you get value out of this Hedera HBAR 2026 prediction. Guys, HBAR is not just another token. Hedera is a public distributed ledger built on a Hashgraph consensus, which is an alternative to traditional blockchains that is fast, secure, and low cost. This tech lets the network process thousands upon thousands of transactions per second with tiny fees that stay consistent. And by tiny, I mean fractions of a penny. So HBAR, HBAR, HBAR is the native token that fuels the Hedera Hashgraph network. HBAR is what is used to pay for transaction fees. It secures the network through staking, and it powers decentralized apps that are built on Hedera. So how does the chain work? Guys, if you're new to this channel, we don't just blindly throw our paychecks away at the next big meme coin. We invest in what we believe is going to be financial infrastructure. And before you throw any money in there, we want you to know how the underlying tech works. So let's talk Hedera. Instead of a proof of work or classic proof of stake, Hedera uses a hash graph algorithm. Basically, gossip about gossip with virtual voting to get consensus fast and fair. What does this mean for the chain? Fast finality, extremely low transaction costs, scalability without wasting energy. Hedera also has a unique governance council led by global corporations to help steer protocol decisions. And guys, these global corporations we're talking about, I mean Boeing, LG, and Google, just to name a few. The big boys, the biggest of the big boys, are on Hedera's governance council. So this is a factor that completely sets it apart from more decentralized but less corporate integrated chains. So what are the catalysts for HBAR in 2026? Okay, what do we need to see? Enterprise adoption. Hedera isn't just a network. It is an enterprise solution for real-world use cases like finance, supply chain, and digital assets. Hedera needs to maintain scalability, so it needs high throughput, lots of transactions per second, uptime, and it also needs to maintain those low fees because cheap, fast transactions will make Hedera a contender for micropayments and large-scale applications. Because guys, if we're talking stablecoins, micropayments, using crypto to buy something for $1 or 25 cents, we can't have 25-cent transaction fees. It needs to be fractions of a penny for this to go worldwide for micropayments, and Hedera does that. Number 3, institutional interest and partnerships. Major names backing governance and potential ETF discussions could bring in big inflows. I think there's already a Hedera ETF out there with a few more to come, so also be keeping an eye on that. Number 4, token unlock pressure will be ending. Some reports say long-standing unlock schedules could finish by year end, which would reduce inflationary pressure. But let's be real. Nothing's guaranteed in crypto. So we're going to break out our price predictions now. We've got our bear case, our base case, and our bull case. And what would probably have to happen in the real world in order for each of these cases to come true. So let's start with the bear case. If sentiment stays weak or wider markets struggle, HBAR could trade down towards support. Significant selling pressure remains below current levels. Some neutral forecasts predict modest 2026 prices around the mid-teens to low 20 cents. But my bear case range, guys, we're going all the way down 6 cents to 15 cents. In the extreme bearish scenario, prices could dip even more, but I really don't see it going below 5 cents. The base case for HBAR. This is the most neutral projection. Algorithmic models kind of agree with this. They see modest growth next year. A typical forecast in the range from 15 to 23 cents by late 2026. But those prices would assume continued adoption and big integrations such as verifiable compute with NVIDIA and Intel and the BigQuery data engine with Google. We have to see more of those partnerships coming out. Enterprise use cases would gain traction. So we don't want to just hear about Verify Compute and BigQuery. We need to see it start to take action and be implemented. We also need to see the overall crypto market stabilize. It's kind of been a rocky road since October 2025. We need some stabilization. Hopefully the Clarity Act will pass at the end of December 25 or in early 26 and things will start trending up. But guys, this is where HBAR will likely end up if nothing dramatic changes. Now let's talk the bull case for 2026. Yeah, this is what we all want to see, right? We want to see our bags go up. But this is fun. So let's just humor me here. Under an extremely bullish scenario, which would be driven by major partnerships, enterprise demand spikes, potential ETF approvals, and altcoin market rotation, my bullish price prediction for HBAR in 2026 would be 30 to 40 cent territory. And ultra optimistic, these aren't mainstream forecasts, but ultra optimistic could be 50 cents or higher. And what would need to coincide here is fundamentals, partnerships, and hype. We need a little bit of that hype and excitement and the retail having a little FOMO to get to 50 cents. Now, are these ranges, are we going to hit them? Well, they're not impossible, but 50 cents, that is the extreme high upside zone. But remember, guys, with all the fun and all the price targets, there are risks, and we have to be grounded in reality. So HBAR, it has strong tech, right? The Hashgraph, it's amazing. There's real enterprise usage and current integrations that have been announced with big players like NVIDIA, Intel, and Google. HBAR also has low fees and fast throughput. But, there's always a but, competition right now is fierce. There's a lot of L1s and L2s that are right on Hedera's heels, playing in the same pool as Hedera. We also need to deal with market sentiment. One piece of bad news, one pilot project that goes wrong could make Hedera fall out of favor and the price would follow suit. Also, liquidity and retail interest, it needs to stay high. We need to see these stories coming out, these partnerships and everything going. So guys, this is the mid-risk, mid-cap crypto, not a guaranteed moonshot. Final thoughts here on Hedera for 2026. Again, my bear price scenario, sub 10 to low 10s. Base case, 15 cents to 23 cents, and my bull case is 30 to 40 cents. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just here for education and entertainment, and these are just the possibilities. So where do you think HBAR is going to land in 2026? Have you heard whispers about any other partnerships in the works? Drop your price targets and anything else you know about HBAR down in the comments. And guys, if you found value, please hit like, hit subscribe, get the notifications if you want more crypto breakdowns and 2026 price projections. Again, guys, though, this is the world of crypto. It's volatile and it moves fast, which is why we need to stay focused and lock in, because the world is about to be tokenized.